A very, very good but freezing cold morning. It's lovely. We do like these mornings. But I'm in two minds this morning as we need to move to the water point back there and the canal is slightly frozen. So I've just tried to break the ice here as not to go too close to that boat. It's going to be very difficult manoeuvring this morning. We need to get to the water point. We need to do a load of washing and then we're hoping to carry on to Willington. I think it's called Willington, or is it Whittington? It's down there, whatever it was. I can't remember. But it's only a couple of hours cruise. But unfortunately, I've got to drop Nikki off. We need to nip to Fradley. We are picking up a couple of parcels. We need a new chain for the chainsaw, so as we can cut up this lovely bunch of wood that we've got. Yeah, did I mention it's Wednesday, the 17th of January? I can't remember if I did, but I have now. But it is very, very thin, but I am aware that the people on this boat, it will sound like an earthquake, but I am going as gentle as I can, and it is very, very thin ice. As you can see, we're on the water point and the water's flowing and the washing machine is on. We have got a couple of loads to do. Whether we're going to do it here, I don't know, but we do have to take some rubbish and take some loos for a lovely walk down to the services. And you'd have seen the services in the last vlog, in Wednesday's vlog. It's very cold, but I think we made the decision to move. It is quite thin, the ice. We'll just take our time going past moored boats, of course, and it always sounds a lot worse than it is. It is really thin ice. I'm just hoping that this sun that is coming out, it is there, can you see it, will break the ice, will thaw the ice a little bit for us. It's only a 2-hour cruise anyway to where we need to go. Right, we'll get our chores gone, get our chores done, and then we'll get going. That's the services done, full water, no rubbish, and all the loos are done. It's great, but it is really cold. We're going nice and steady. We've got a couple of moored boats here. Yeah, it'll be what it'll be, but we need to move on. It does sound very noisy and very dramatic, but trust me, this ice is very, very thin. We wouldn't be moving if it wasn't. Obviously, we're going to take care going past moored boats. I literally crawled past that GRP there, but it is very, very thin. I quite like that cracking noise. just over there to our starboard side, you can see what the remains are of the old RAF Lichfield. RAF Lichfield, if you can hear me, RAF Lichfield has long gone. It opened in 1940 as a maintenance unit. Any aircraft that had new modifications or anything, that's where it would be maintained and serviced. In latter years it became an operations training unit where bomber pilots and bomber crews would be trained. Very little of it remains. There's a couple of hangars there that are still there, and I believe the gatehouse is still there. Sadly, many aircrew paid the price there during training. They trained mainly in Wellington bombers, and mainly they were Australian aircrew. Sadly, a lot passed away through tragic accidents. Yeah, there is a lovely memorial there, a fitting memorial to the brave airmen that paid the ultimate price. Yeah, there's a couple of sad stories there when I've done the research. One pilot, well, due to take off, had his engine running, sitting on the apron, and then he realised that he'd forgot his code book. So we had to go back and get it, and in the confusion and the rush, unfortunately, he forgot the propellers were running. And you can imagine the outcome. The ice is disappearing slowly. We're getting the odd patches now, so it's I'm glad we made the decision to move. It really does sound dramatic, you know, all this ice breaking, but any boat will tell you even the thinnest ice can make the loudest noise. Trust me, if this was thick ice, we'd stay put. We were ideal at Fradley. We've had Tesco delivery. We do rely on these supermarket deliveries. We had one of those there, so we've got plenty of food. We were moored right next to a water point. We had an Elson point, and we had a rubbish point. We can get rid of everything. So we were in the ideal situation, but we were getting itchy tiller, and it was time for us to move on. But as you can hear, there's no ice here now. I'm glad we've decided to move. Yeah, we wouldn't be travellers if we didn't like travelling. Lots of new build houses now on the fields here at RAF Lichfield. Lots of history. If you wanted to Google about RAF Lichfield, please do. Many interesting and unfortunately many sad tales. Lots of brave people lost. And now there's no sign of any ice whatsoever. It's sort of coming and going in places, which of course it will, but in the shade the ice was getting a bit thicker than what we thought it would. I'm loving this though. This is nice. That was nice, just talking to a gentleman from his centre hatch back there, taking our time going past, and he popped out to say hello. And both his and the next boat is a Nick Thorpe hull, and so is Chugs. So yeah, it's nice to see fellow Nick Thorpe boaters, if you like. Well, we're just going past Street Hay, and I've just had a lovely chicken and mushroom slice. It was lovely. Nikki's got the tiller because the sun is right in our eyes, and with me having plastic lenses, it's not very good. I mean, I can't see, but always safer. Allegedly.
Yes.
Okay. And of course, we are being respectful and going as slow as we possibly can. King's Orchard Marina is just in front of us, and we were here, I don't know, 12-18 months ago when we had that really hot summer, and I was soaking my feet in a bucket and it would turn up, but Kevin, Country House Jen, a little bit embarrassing. Are we making a lot of noise?
We're making loads of noise. Everyone's coming out to see what earth's going on.
It is only thin. Trust me, we wouldn't damage Chugs. It is really thin, but it sounds like we're breaking through rocks.
It does. It's terrible.
Never mind, not far to go.
Yeah, let's hope. Can I hunt? Poor little boat.
Such a shame,
It's awful.
isn't it? 82. Not far. What a beautiful evening. Thank goodness our ice-breaking cruise is done. To be honest, it was like tracing paper, really thin in places, but it does make a heck of a noise. But in other places, in the sheltered places, it was reasonably thick. But we've took our time, no harm done whatsoever. Beautiful, beautiful sunset. We're just moored up just in time, I think. It is cold. We have got shopping in, we have got food on the boat, but now we're handy. There's a play area opposite for the kiddies. There's a shop in the town as well, and a chemist or anything that we need really. But this will do us. We've got -8 coming in tomorrow night, I believe, and strong winds towards the weekend. I don't know whether we're going to move, but this will do us, and it's a change of scenery. Hope you enjoyed the cruise. We'll catch you next time.